The Triple M Grill Team.
Yeah, Sunday night last week around 8 p.m, boys. Just got back from Wagga, where I'd been with my daughter's water polo team, and we were basically just carrying bags back and forth from the car. And my young daughter Abby, who hadn't been away with us, was there, and she was watching everything that was going on, and she decided that she would make herself a hot water bottle because she had a sore tummy, and that's what Mum normally does for hers, put one of those old-fashioned hot water bottles, which is what they do in England. Well, that's when everything went wrong, and I heard a scream like I've never heard before. Abby had filled up the jug completely to the top. It had boiled. She had then decided with one hand to pour it into the hot water bottle. The steam, as it went into the little hole of the water bottle, burned her fingers. She then dropped the kettle, and the kettle's lid then bobbled open, and a wave of boiling hot water then fell onto her stomach. Oh. Now, the size of the burn was about 2 hands across the tummy. Now, this is when panic set in because, firstly, I think I said something like, Abby, I can't believe you were making a hot water bottle. Why did you do that for? Which is when Vix came in and said to me, probably not the right time to tell her off for doing the hot water bottle. We need to fix this. We took her pajama top off, and it already had blistered. Her hand then went down and took the blister off. Oh. Now, Vix then said, I think I've got to get her into the bath. And I said, righto, I'll Google what you have to do in this situation. Now, as I did that, I then remembered a mate of mine, Dunk, who's an AMBO, and I rang him, and he said, no, not the bath, running cold water, as cold as she can possibly take.
So in the shower.
So straight into the shower. I said, get her out of the bath, put her in the shower, and we're shouting and screaming, and Abby thinks she's going to die. She actually said to Vicky, my wife, I think I'm going to die, Mum, and Vix was trying to calm her down. And Dunk, my mate, also said, ring the AMBOs. So we rang the AMBOs, and they came within about 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's good.
Absolutely fantastic they were. And I've got to tell you, there was 2 of them there. They took control of the situation. They gave Abby some sort of drug straight up her snoz, which within a couple of minutes she started giggling away.
I heard you had a bit of a drag on it as well.
Well, I'll tell you, I wouldn't mind if they had left a couple. But as it was, my wife then went into the ambulance, and the ambulance went off, and they took her straight to the burns unit at Royal North Shore Hospital. And I've got to tell you, you hear horror stories about hospitals around New South Wales and AMBOs and all that drama. I can't tell you how good these AMBOs were. And as soon as Vicky and Abby got to the hospital, they were there waiting for her. Bang, sorted her out, make sure she was okay. Now, she's been to the specialist a couple of times this week, and she's going again this morning. And, you know, we could be lucky. Abby could actually be okay and not have a scar, which means she can wear a bikini and she's not going to have a scar for the rest of her life. But it just goes to show how quickly things can turn from a very calm Sunday night, getting ready for school or work the next day, to having a life-threatening situation. So if I chucked out every hot water bottle in the house, which my wife wasn't pleased about, but that's the way that I dealt with it at the time under the panic and the strain. But just don't let anyone even make you a cup of tea if they're under the age of 10. Like, we always get them to do stuff like that. Won't happen again.
It's nothing. There is nothing worse than a burn. Nothing hurts more than a burn.
The pain that she was in and the scream that she made, I can't tell you how bad it was.
The Triple M Grill Team.